7 uncomfortable things the Spirit of God will ask you to do before empowering you as a special person. Number 1 uncomfortable thing the Spirit of God will ask you to do before empowering you is to forgive. Yes, so many of us as a special person, so many people have offended you, even your own relatives, even your own partner, even your own blood have offended you. And this pains your heart. But let me tell you, before the Spirit of God will empower you, you must let go. You must forgive people. Sometimes the reason why your prayers have not been answered is because you have not forgiven them. In fact, you pretended that you are forgiving them, but deep inside your heart, you are still bitter. God is watching your heart. He knows when you have genuinely forgiven these people. Please be very careful about this. Another one is confession. Yes, so many people can do things and walk away easily, but you are a special person. You don't do things and go scot-free. Let me tell you, before the Spirit of God will empower you as a special person, there are some certain things you might have done, maybe against your partner, maybe against your friend, maybe against anyone. The Spirit of God will ask you to confess those things, to do restitution. You know, we human beings, we love our pride. You don't want people to start looking at you and say, so, you of all people, you have done something like this. God knows that the enemy is going to hold that thing. If you did not confess it, the enemy will hold that thing against you. If God finally bless you in your ministry, the enemy will use that sin against you and drag your ministry down. Okay, it will look as if you are blaspheming the name of God. If you are a special person, you notice that there is something the Spirit of God is asking you to confess. Please do not withhold it. Do not try to protect yourself and lose your destiny. Be very careful about this message. Another one is to give. Yes, sometimes it might be your last card. Sometimes you start to imagine, if I give out this thing now, how will I survive? Let me tell you, for the fact is the Spirit of God that is troubling you to give out that thing. Please give it out. Sometimes the Spirit of God wants you to use that thing to sow a seed, to use that thing to seal your blessing that is coming. I'm not telling you to go and be donating what the Spirit of God did not ask you to donate. Be very careful about this. Another one is prayer. Yes, sometimes the Spirit of God will trouble you to pray. You might not be comfortable to pray. You are feeling tired. You are feeling sleepy. But the Spirit of God will remind you to pray. Let me tell you, you have to pray. You must pray. Sometimes it's very, very important for us to pray and wage a war than allowing your enemies to attack you. So for the Spirit of God asking you to pray, it shows that there is some certain things that is about to happen in the spirit. Please, make sure you pray. Make sure you rebuke that spirit that is making you to fall asleep. Be very careful about this. Another one is to take a risk. Yes, so many people don't know that before you can be a great person in life, a great personality, you must learn how to take a risk. The Spirit of God will ask you to take a risk. It might be in your business. The Spirit of God will tell you, why not you take this risk? And so many people that have taken a risk, some of them never regretted it because the Spirit of God directed them to do it. I'm not telling you to go and invest in what the Spirit of God is not leading you to do. Know the difference. When the Spirit of God is telling you to do something, you have prayed and an opportunity have come for you to manifest. Now, instead of you taking that risk, instead of you doing that thing, you will start having a double mind, okay, about that thing. Let me tell you, that is how so many people lost their opportunity of being great. Be very careful about this. Sometimes it might be dream. The Spirit of God revealed to you something about someone. The Spirit of God wants you to minister in the life of someone, but you don't want to do that because you think that someone will call you a fake when you refuse to do what the Holy Spirit is asking you to do. Let me tell you, you are not ready as a special person. You are not ready to carry up your mission. You are not ready to fulfill your destiny. Be very careful about this. Another one is to be humble and submissive. Yes, you know, as a human being, we have our pride, we have our ego, and we have our rights. And when someone is abusing your right, so many people want to react as a human being. But let me tell you, you have the right to tell someone that is abusing your right to stop, but you don't have the right to fight them back. For the Spirit of God to empower you as a man or a woman or as a child, you must be humble, you must be submissive, and you must be respectful. Be very careful about this. Let me tell you, God knows how to handle your enemies. God knows how to handle that your partner that is not giving you peace of mind. The Spirit of God wants to humble you before empowering you. So when you notice this, you must remain humble as a man. You must remain humble as a woman. And you must remain humble as a child or as a servant. Be very careful about this message. So the last but not the least is to wait and trust God. Yes, there are so many ways for you to achieve your goals. But when the Spirit of God is asking you to wait, there is reason. God don't want you to make mistake. Okay, he said, I know the thought I have for you is of good and not of evil, to bring you to an expected end. That expected end is your future. God has seen your future. He knows that if you follow that Appian way or that shortcut, you will destroy your future. So he's asking you to wait, to follow his leading. You will be great in future only when you follow the principles of God. Only when you wait on God and put your trust in him. So when you are seeing all these things, all these uncomfortable things the Spirit of God is asking you to do, please do it. God wants to empower you for more. Be very careful about this message. God bless you. I still remain your sister, the real Esther Gineka, always teaching out of experience and beyond experience. God bless you. Bye.